He's not the future, he's the now. Hi everyone, my name is Eric. I am a former competitive figure skater, and this is my figure skating reaction series. For those of you who don't know me, I am a 5-time US National Championships competitor through the senior level. I trained for about 15 years in the Chicagoland area with top coaches, including most recently Olympic coach Denise Myers. So long story short, I know my stuff. Let's get started. Today I just wanted to touch on Ilia Malinin because I've talked a fair bit about US nationals, but have not really mentioned him. Guys, I promise I will get to the Russian women. There's just been too much content to make, but I will. In short, I was absolutely blown away by Ilia. Technically, and the jumps especially, of course, but his spins, musicality, skating skills were all good too. He really makes me excited for the future of US men's skating and just skating in general. I was kind of bummed that he didn't get named to the Olympic team. I think many others felt that as well. I think one way or another he probably should have been on the team, but anyways, in terms of his jumps though, I think that Ilia Malinin's jumps might be the best in the world right now. Of course, best is subjective and there's like different kinds of jump techniques and whatnot that do work, but he's just absolutely fantastic. So I think some of the most representative content, if you guys want to go back and watch to kind of refer to those, would be Ilia's short and long, both performances at the US National Championships 2022, a couple weeks ago. And then as well as on his Instagram name is like Quad God, and he does some crazy stuff on there. Especially go back and watch that quad toe. Wow. Chef's kiss, or however you do that thing. First of all, no one can do a quad toe right now, as far as I am aware. I think we saw Shoma Uno do triple axel quad toe attempts, and not attempts, like he's been able to do them, and some of them look really good. But even just look at the amount of effort, it looks like Shoma's really like whipping into that quad toe to be able to do that, versus Ilia's quad toe literally looks like amazing triples, if that makes sense. It just looks like effortless. And that's kind of the main point I want to make in this video. And I think I've mentioned it in previous videos, but in general, the best technique is what is most effortless and what looks most effortless to the audience. So as an audience member, if you don't even know much about skating, if you were like, wow, that looked so easy for him, that probably means he has like really good technique, all things equal. So really, what really comes to mind for me when I think of that in terms of men's quad skating, like I think Yuzuru Hanyu does have some of the most effortless and amazing jump techniques. Like he just like floats in the air. But Ilia is almost on another level. He makes quad lutzes and toes look like triples, not because they're like small and squirrely or something, but because they are so seemingly effortless and just really solid in terms of technique. I'm not saying that, for example, Ilia should necessarily get more GOE on a quad toe versus Yuzuru Hanyu. In fact, maybe Hanyu would likely even get more GOE. I mean, Hanyu's quad toe is just absolutely divine. And he also does like hard entrances and all that stuff. However, if we do take Yuzu as an example, I am not sure that Yuzuru Hanyu could get that same flow and effortless spring that Ilia gets in order to be able to achieve a quad toe. Comparing Ilia to Nathan Chen is pretty interesting because in many ways they have similar techniques and their jumps look a little bit similar. So if you go back and look at their entrances into Lutz and Flip especially, and I think Sao as well, they look very similar, and it's not just like it's a common thing that everyone does. In fact, for example, the flip thing is like more of a Raphael Artunian coach thing, I believe. But like if you look at the Lutz, it's kind of like they're on their left foot, and oh, it's so hard to describe without showing it, but it's fun. You guys can look at Ilia and Nathan's Lutz, and you guys can see that it looks really similar. Kind of hold that left inside edge, and then they go into the outside edge. And then the flip, they go from like that backwards entrance, like they just go back and then forward. I'm not explaining it well, but like, for example, most people flips, they like are going forward, if that makes sense. Like that's how I did them. Like you do a 3-turn while you're standing forward, but they go from from skating backwards. Anyways, their jumps are pretty distinct from, I think, other people who are doing quad jumps. I will say that in terms of Nathan Chen, I feel like he is the most aerodynamic skater I've ever seen, or like ever. It feels almost like unfair watching him. Like he gets so tight in the air and so fast, and it seems just almost unbeatable. But I do think Ilia is able to rival that, which is awesome. I will say that I think me and kind of many of us or many other figure skating fans and whatever may have a little bit of rose-tinted glasses on Ilia and his jumps and all, because he just recently burst onto the scene. He was super exciting, exceeded expectations and all of that. And he hasn't been put under the like kind of constant or consistent and intense pressure over a longer period of time, like Nathan Chen and Yuzuru Hanyu have been. So for example, with Nathan and Yuzu, you know, we've seen on more bigger stages, more of their falls or more of their techniques failing them from time to time. But with Ilia, we've only seen at least, I mean, I actually, to be honest, like didn't watch most of his, I watched a little bit of his Junior Grand Prix performances, but anyways, like there's not like that much of his body of work to really go off of. But like at Nationals specifically, Ilia's jumping just blew me away. Anyways, all the skaters that I mentioned obviously have incredible and top of the line ever in the history of skating jumps and quads and all of that. Nathan, Yuzu, Ilia, whatever. I just kind of wanted to just give my reaction to how impressed I was with Ilia, and even in comparison to some of the best jumpers in the world, like he really holds his own. Kind of random, but I still maintain that Boyoung Jin has the best quad lutz in the world. That thing is just so huge, but anyways, just a random thing. Anyways, that's pretty much all I had to say today. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that notification bell. See you next time!